first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Carolina's offense ready for its first possession, and at the helm, their new QB brought in via trade this offseason. His 5th year now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Baker Mayfield. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The offensive line today is a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that are going into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
A check on the numbers last week for Hubbard. 23 carries, 93 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people up and down the field.
A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. Mayfield down. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. The former MVP in his 12th season leading them out. He's got more rushing touchdowns than any quarterback in NFL history. Cam Newton.
And many people are having difficulty pegging exactly what they believe Cam Newton is at this point in his career. For me, when I see certain days and he's right, he can still be an accurate passer, can still get the ball downfield. And his running ability, especially inside the 10, still makes him a difficult quarterback to prepare for.
A very solid gain of 27.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And these are the kind of plays that defenders dream about. A chance to get a big running start and go after the quarterback. He was not at all put off by the action. I think he committed to the quarterback right from the outset, and he was able to get in there and put the hit on him.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And according to next-gen stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
On fourth down, Newton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Mayfield on play action. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. From the 41, Mayfield. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. After one, 7-0. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 15. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Well, following the interception, here's Newton. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. To try again after the sack. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Newton. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Throwing again is Newton. This one caught by Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, there's still a little bit in...
And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brandon Ayuk
38 yards.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? But this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went out past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket. Beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Newton. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
First down, Newton.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Again, Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
First thought was surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around. I've seen him pull in balls like this before. And how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They fake the give. Newton rolling to his left. He completes it to Beckham.
And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Touchdown 49ers. Cam Newton with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game.
And the Niners have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Mayfield to throw it. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the 49ers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Off play action, Newton.
He finds Kittle going across the field.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Play action. It's Newton. On the move to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and 2.
Throwing is Newton.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Gould to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To the right side and complete to Thomas.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We begin out west. Philadelphia making the trip to the desert to take on Arizona. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Kyler Murray.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. His throw incomplete.
And this game is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down. Incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. Now it's Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where he's sitting right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's going to be taken down, plus there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns, stopping him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd down and goal. Newton. And that'll be incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that one? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away for just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Here we go on 4th. Newton. Touchdown! George Kittle from 4 yards out. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to look deep for more. It got his man complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Here's Mayfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Panthers.
Chuba Hubbard.
37 yards.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now Newton on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Again, Newton to keep it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They'll run the option right here on 1st down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They'll try the air now with Newton. The tight end Kennel has it on the left side.
And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
And Newton's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 1st down, and they'll try to run the option left. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Cam's going to run the option right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Newton's going to throw it.
Locating OBJ out along the sideline.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how...
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review, and this being inside 2 minutes of play.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he fires one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton steps away. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 4th down, Newton.
Open man is Ayuk, complete.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Cam Newton, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a fifth straight victory.
Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And the final piece to the puzzle was the Cam Newton touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers about ready to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Mayfield on first down. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the victory here for San Francisco, and we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
It looked like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, that's to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Niners, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.
Touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it